What's going on, YouTube? We're back at it for another video, and today we've got the Price Goes Up main mission where we're going to search for Nestor'S stash. I know this may be a little bit difficult for some people, so I'm going to throw in a little miniature guide right here to get you to this point, as well as getting a new shotgun for yourself by the end of this mission that you could very easily miss the first time you come through if you haven't already gone through it yourself. But this is definitely something you want to pick up. But from this point, we're going to head out to the front of the slag heap itself, and we'll be heading over to the left side over here. And we're just going to find a ladder over here, which we'll be able to just climb this up very easily. There's a couple of different ways that some people might have tried to get to this. I know I've basically searched all around this compound before finding this exact route in order to get to Nestor'S stash. And there's a couple of things that you can loot around there, but nothing of too big of an importance, whereas this one ends up being quite profitable and a part of the main storyline, which could be a bit frustrating for some people. I know this was a bit irritating for me to figure it out myself, but all you really need to do is, after going up to that, we'll just jump over to this crane over here and then drop down to this little bridge. And then, I mean, some people may have actually tried to actually go up around the actual slag heap itself, and you'll find out real quick there's quite a bit of radiation on the outside edge that will pretty much instant kill you, and I've lost probably hours of moments of gameplay from just that moment of having to go back to some type of autosave. But as we push through here, this is where we'll actually end up into a more difficult section as we go through this clearing. Now, you will get a little bit of radiation here and there, so do have some vodka available, but it shouldn't be too bad. But once we get into here is where it gets a little bit jarring when it comes down to the visual effect, especially if you're on low settings like me. Apparently 2070 Super is just not cutting it anymore. We're already at the point of unrecommended. But we'll be jumping onto these rocks over here, and this is where some people may get a little bit confused. It just seems a little bit of the same color all blended together, and it doesn't really look like it, or look like an area you can go to. But these two bars right here, we'll just crouch underneath here, go over to this rebarb, then be able to jump up to this portion right here. Yet again, we've got another ledge to jump over to on our right. And over here on the left side, we will have a little bit of loot that we can grab up from this bus over here inside of this little miniature cave. A few items to grab, nothing too important, but things that can help you in the long run. And by that point, we'll head up over here to this ladder, and we'll be able to get to the top of here, as we'll be meeting up with, I believe his name was Richter. Maybe, I believe, I can't remember specifically, but we'll get a nice little cutscene over here. And I'll be skipping this for the video so that it doesn't ruin it for some people, as you'll need to watch it yourself. Now, once you're actually done talking with Richter and you've had your whole little spiel, what you're going to need to do is go further towards the outs. Oh god. Now, after you talk to Richter, be sure to save right here if it hasn't already auto-saved, as we will need to be crossing to the other side of the crane itself. And sadly enough, I have dropped the second time that I've come through here, sadly enough. But you may have seen that in the video just previously. But on the other side, we'll have a little bag over here, which is going to be Richter's stash, which will have a nice little shotgun with a 10-shell magazine load inside of it. Going to be much easier than using that Taz or some of those other shotguns. Hopefully you didn't buy the one from the vendor down below. But if you didn't, or even if you did, I guess you could sell it and then utilize this one as the better of the shotguns. But on top of that, we'll need to grab the thumb drive in order to complete the mission itself. And then from this point, we'll head back down the crane. And when it comes down to exiting this place, I was a bit confused myself. I know this may be another thing that people are trying to get done. Funny enough, I never noticed this sign, but this is where we're basically going to be exiting, so it does give you a little bit of an indicator. But over here, the sign with the child and the adult running, we're going to be jumping down over here, getting a little bit of that radiation, but dropping down through here and coming back to the beginning of where we started to get up to that stash in the first place. So we'll just need to run on down, head on down this little bridge over here, and we'll find ourselves back at the front entrance of the slag heap. That's going to be the guide right there for the Price Goes Up mission. Hopefully this has helped out some of those people, as well as just giving some people some insightful information possibly on how to make it on through and just making their life a little bit of an easier, smoother experience, as I know some of these locations and some of these missions can be a little bit misleading or possibly just hard to find in a way, giving you a little bit of trouble just trying to get over to certain locations, especially when you got to jump over the ledge on the top over here. Just to make it on over, it doesn't exactly give you the easiest insights on where to go. But hopefully that's helped you, and we'll have plenty of this content coming in the future, as well as some of the best loot from each one of the zones. Maybe you've checked out the MP5 in my hands and you're looking to get yourself a little 40-round magazine MP5 that could be pretty powerful for you in the future. Check that video out. We've got that on the channel. That'll be a part of the best loot of the garbage zone. This one's going to be easy to find. You don't even need to complete any mission. You'll just be able to grab it up, no problem, from one certain spot, and it'll come with full durability. And then you can fully upgrade it to the point where I've got it right here. But if you'd like to see more content like that in the future, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to see some of this content live, hit that link down in the description. Follow me over at Twitch. We'll be streaming. And on that note, have a good one.